So we're off shortly to the second heat of the men's 4. And there we see Romania, Italy, Serbia, Great Britain in the centre lanes, Austria and Lithuania closest to our cameras here in lane 6.
So here we are, replay of the start. 6 boats off. Great Britain in the centre of the picture there. Have had a reasonable start, but the Serbian crew look to have just the better of them as they moved away the first couple of strokes.
Well, for my money, well, let's look at this. This is one of the treats of the championships, to look at this fantastic Romanian for Ciprian Hook in the stroke seat, the 19-year-old. These guys won the under-23s, the World Championships in Poznan by a street. They finished second in the Linz World Cup behind the Australian World Champions. They beat this British crew that are going head-to-head with them. And Ford, Dawson, Neal and Johnson in that Linz World Cup had to settle for 4th place behind the Romanians, who came second. They do look to have got themselves a little bit more together. The Romanians might be a little bit tired, justifiably, after having won the under-23 World Championships, flying directly to Poland. And you could see from that look from the Romanian bowman, Mihai Velaschi Tigănescu, the 20-year-old in the bow seat, that he's concerned about this British move. And at the 1,000 metres, it's Britain who go through in first place, just one through to final A. So what have the Romanians got now?
Yeah, the Romanian crew in the top of the picture, they're just 19 and 20 years of age, these athletes, so growing out of their skins for such young guys.
This British crew have got oarsmen from American universities. James Johnson, formerly from Harvard, formerly a South African oarsman. Adam Neal from Leander. Jake Dawson in the 2 seat with the yellow sunglasses. He's a former Husky from University of Washington. And Tom Ford, formerly of Newcastle University, on the right of your picture in the bow seat. And it's a great head-to-head with them and the Romanians. I would take the British to win here, because I can't see, the Romanians have just done the under-23 championships with 750 metres to go. They're going to have much in terms of endurance left. The Italians, well, 3 of the men who won the silver medal at the World Championships behind the Australians, and they just don't seem to have got together, the Italians. We might get a shot at them. There's the British leaders, stroked by James Johnson, the 23-year-old in the stroke seat. But just that half-length lead over the Romanians is probably a picture. But the Italians, as I was saying, there they are back there. 3 of the men that took a silver in the Worlds, Castaldo di Costanza and Giovanni Abagnale. Vincenzo Abagnale, the son of the famous Giuseppe Abagnale, who won 2 Olympic golds in the Cox pair, and so far yet to figure in the first 2 places, the Italians. That is a surprise. 500 metres to go. It looks like it's Britain's qualification slot, Kat.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. Britain looking much stronger than the Iranians at this stage in the race. Maybe those Romanians, as you say, a bit tired coming from the under-23 World Championships last weekend. They've only had a few days to recover and turn it around before starting to race here in Scotland. The Brits now taking it up towards the line, holding 3/4 of a length over the Romanians. They're just looking over to their right-hand side. They can see if they keep this up, they're going to take that all-important qualifying slot.
They must be loving this, the Brits, because, you know, they had to look round and see the back of the Romanians at the Linz World Cup. The Italians back there in 4th place, around about 30 metres behind the Brits. They're not going to trouble the Brits at all as we come in with 250, less than 250 to go. 200 metres, that's a good length lead the British have got over their closest rivals from Romania. A little bit aggressive, the British crew. They're kind of battering it quite a lot on the front end. Coached by Christian Felkill, German coach who works with Jürgen Grobler in the British squad. Coached the South African pair to a medal in the 2004 Athens Olympics. But a great move by the British pair, going out to Clearwater here as they take that 1 qualification slot for the A final. It will go directly through. The young Romanians will probably take second and have to go through the repechage. An extra race for them. Big cheers from the crowds here. Salute the British victory. Romania takes second. The Italian, 3 of the world silver medalists on board, take third. Serbia and Austria come in. And I think that will be the Lithuanians trailing back in 6th place.
That's the British lineup there, so confirming that they've won this 5:59.36.
Yeah, it's a decent turnaround from the Linz World Cup. Look at the Italian women there, so they definitely weren't in this race, those Italian women. I can confirm that. There were some Italian men in there, but once we get a shot of them.
And this red barrier you see is separating the rowing course on the bottom half from what will be the triathlon course later on in the week in the top half of the lake there.
There's the young Romanians that we're looking at, Tigănescu, Pascari, Barreru and Hook, from right to left, all just 20 or 19 years of age. Justifiably tired after their efforts at the under-23s. And there is the Italian men's crew. You can see why the camera might have got that wrong. The three of the World Championship crew, Matti Castaldo, 32 years of age, from the Savoia Club in the stroke seat, and there's the Abignali, son of, in the bow seat, Vincenzo Abignali, 25 years of age, from the Stabia Club near Napoli. Confirmation of the result.
So Great Britain winning there 5:59.